Mastodon is back. We got three things to talk about today. Three. We got Ian Garry versus Jeff Neal. We got Marlon Vera versus Henry Cejudo potentially happening at UFC 292, which we'll talk about that. But we also have Vettori versus Sean Strickland this weekend, happening Saturday night. No, what should we talk about first, Pucho? You heard that? He said Ian Garry versus Jeff Neal. Alright, so Ian Garry versus Jeff Neal. Apparently that's happening UFC 292. Oh, which is going to be amazing, bro. And also the Marlon Vera versus Cejudo fight is looking to happen on UFC 292, which is going to be amazing because that's happening in Boston and I live in Massachusetts, which Boston is in Massachusetts. So I can easily go there, easily get some tickets. Now the thing is, what tickets do I want to get? And how much are they going to cost? Because I'm not paying $300 to be in the fucking nosebleeds. I'm not trying to be way up in the crowd and have a shit seat and just have to look at the TV. Because I want to be at those seats. It's like mid-level where like you can see the cage, you can see the full cage, and then you can also see the TV. But like you can see the cage perfectly. Like you're just looking from above, like some gladiator shit. But yeah, Ian Garry versus Jeff Neal. What do I think's gonna happen? I think Ian Garry got that. I think Ian Garry is smart in taking this fight because these prospects they always talk about wanting to go up the rankings quick, and then boom, the next fight is a fucking top 5 contender, just like Tom Aspinall. He said that shit, and then boom, right away got like a top 3 guy. So I think they're planning some shit. They know what they're saying, bro. They know if I told the UFC I want to go quick. If I tell the UFC I want to go up slow, they'll give me a top 5 guy. So maybe other people should be doing that shit too. But Ian Garry versus Jeff Neal, I think Ian Garry got that. I think Ian Garry has the style to beat him because if you watch Jeff Neal, he gets beaten by long strikers. Now Ian Garry does not have a longer reach than him, but his fight style, he fights clean. He looks like a good fighter, man. Now I can't really give you an in-depth breakdown, in-depth breakdown, because I see people going both ways, and they're kind of persuading me to pick in Ian Garry. I mean, they're not persuading me to picking Ian Garry. I think I'm picking Ian Garry just to stand out a little bit, because I see people picking Jeff Neal, but they also give good arguments for Ian Garry. So, that fight, we just talked about it. Next, Marlon Vera versus Henry Cejudo. Now, this fight is some bullshit. Marlon Vera, fuck Marlon Vera. I don't give a fuck. You see my other videos, I was rooting for him crazy because he's Ecuadorian. But after that fight, it was so boring, so disappointing. He does not deserve another chance in the top 5 opponent. Like, I don't fucking get it. Corey Sandhagen is below Henry Cejudo, I'm pretty sure. It's either Henry Cejudo's number 4 or number 3. And if he's number 3, then he's higher than Corey Sandhagen. And that's some bullshit. If Chito Vera somehow gets this fight with Cejudo, that's some fucking bullshit. Because what the fuck is Sandhagen doing, bro? I mean, actually, if he gets that fight, that pretty much shows that Sandhagen isn't down. Which is some bullshit. You should really be down because you just fought Chito Vera and he's the one putting his hand up for that fight. But it's looking good for me. UFC 292, it's looking amazing. It doesn't look like it's going to have, what's that guy's name? Fucking Hill. Jamal Hill versus, how did I forget that? It doesn't look like it's going to have Jamal Hill versus Yuri Prochazka, which is going to be ass because I wanted to watch that fight really badly. And it doesn't, I don't know when that fight's going to be made because if it's not UFC 292, then when is it going to be? UFC 295 some shit? Like, UFC 293 is going to be in Australia. And UFC 294 is going to be in Abu Dhabi. So, who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? But, yeah, Marlon Vera, he shouldn't get that fucking fight. I don't know why he's getting that fight. I think he should fight Umar Nurmagomedov. Yeah, feed him to Umar. Feed Marlon Vera. Fuck Marlon Vera. We love Charles Oliveira now. It's fuck Marlon Vera. It's we love Charles Oliveira. That's what it is. So yeah, who would win that fight? I got Cejudo easily winning that fight. Marlon Vera was getting taken down by Corey Sandhagen. And Corey Sandhagen doesn't really take many people down unless they're lower skilled than him. Like, he won't take down a Peter Yan, but he'll take down a Song Yadong, and he'll take down a Marlon Vera. Song Yadong's actually looking better, but he wasn't training grappling for the Corey Sandhagen fight. Wow, this video is 6 minutes long. Hopefully it doesn't pause on me. Because sometimes I make these videos and they just fucking stop. And if it does, I don't care. That's when the video ends. But, yeah. Cejudo's winning that fight. Do I really care about that fight? I care because it's another good ass card for the Boston 92 card, but I'm kind of tight because I don't want Marlon Vera getting that fight. I want him to get like a 3-fight win streak now. I want him to show that he's earned that title shot. But wow, imagine though, Aljamain Sterling versus Sean O'Malley. Rob Font could be on that card. He's looking to be on that card with Song Yadong. That's also a targeted fight. Now, who wins that fight? I think Song Yadong wins that fight. He's younger, and he's like 25, and he's got this much skill. So, yeah, I got Song Yadong for that fight. That's another fight that could happen. Jamal Hill versus Yuri Proska could happen still. Maybe. Cross your fingers. Maybe that could still happen because that would be an amazing card. Damn. Another fight that's on that card. I have no idea. Yeah, but it's looking like a good card. UFC 291. That was the good card that had Michelle Pereira versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, and also Derek Lewis, the big beast, Derek Lewis. Yeah. But yeah, we talked about Cejudo versus Vera. Now, on to the main predictions of this week's card. To be honest, I think I'm like 1-4 in my fucking predictions. So that's horrible. But I'm picking. Wait, what did I say in the beginning? I said Cannonier versus Strickland, didn't I? I meant Cannonier versus Vettori. Jesus. Cannonier versus Vettori. That's what I meant. Cannonier versus Vettori. And I'm going with Jared Cannonier. I think he's just well-rounded everywhere, just like Vettori. But he has the attributes for it. He has the power. That's really it. That's the only attribute. I think Vettori's quicker than him. But, man, this is a close fight, bro. Because Cannonier has the power, but Vettori's chin. He has a solid chin, man. But I'm going with Cannonier. Now, the thing is, what the fuck are they going to do with Cannonier or Vettori? Like, what's the plan after this fight? Because they're both going to be on 2-fight win streaks, and they both got like 50-40 sixed by fucking Adesanya, and they're both old. I mean, not Vettori, he's not old. I think he's like 30, 31. Still, what the fuck are you going to do with him? You can't do a trilogy, because he lost both of those fights, clearly. And, yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. I'm trying to think, what could they even do with Cannonier? I guess you could give Cannonier versus Ikram if Ikram wins versus Costa, or give him Costa, whoever wins that fight. But then after that, what if Cannonier wins again? What the fuck are you gonna do with him? You gonna give him a title shot? He's damn near 39, bro. Like he's pushing fucking 40. You can't give him another title. Now that shit that I just fucking said, my video would stop. Now, like I fucking said, my video would stop out of nowhere. So, fuck it. We're going to continue where I was going. I had no idea what I was saying. I think I was talking about Cannonier. But yeah, what the fuck do we do with Cannonier after he wins that fight? Because I do believe he's going to win. And if he loses, you know what? Just to get my predictions, just to get my prediction record straight, let's also pick Arman Tsarukyan because he's definitely going to win. So that's a guaranteed win for me. We're picking Arman Tsarukyan versus Joaquim Silva. That is the co-main event for this weekend's card. So yeah, we're picking Arman Tsarukyan so then we can get that free win. But Cannonier, I think he's winning. What are we doing with him after? Give him to Paulo Costa. Video keeps pausing, but just know the Don has spoken.